Introduction, Computer and Learning. From the earliest time when computers were commercially available, they could be found and used in educational institutions, and educators argued that computers should be used to support learning. Initially, computers were used to teach computer programming, but the development of the microprocessor in the early 1970s saw the introduction of affordable microcomputer into schools at a rapid rate. The 1990s was the decade of computer communication and information access, particularly with the popularity and accessibility of Internet-based services such as electronic mail and the World Wide Web. At the same time, the CD-ROM became the standard for distributing packaged software. This allowed large information via CD software packaged such as encyclopedias to be cheaply and easily distributed. As a result, educators became more focused on the use of the technology to improve student learning as a rationale for investment. Technology is developed to solve problems associated with human need in more productive ways. If there is no problem to solve, the technology is not developed and not adopted. Applying this principle to educational technology would mean that educators should create and adopt technologies that address education problems, of which there are many. Further, a technology will not be adopted by educators where there is no perceived need or productivity gain. This is what Lancashire and Snyder 2000 refer to as the workability principle. Fundamentally, computers need to be used to address problems which occur in the regular curriculum. If the computer is a problem-solving machine, then it must be applied to typical school problems such as those concerning student learning, teacher instruction, school administration, and so on. Educational technology should be selected on the basis that it has the best characteristics for the implementation of the curriculum. And educational technology should be used effectively or not at all. Problems in the implementation of the curriculum. Teachers who know how to make use of the technology effectively. Teachers and students who know to operate the technology. Impact of ICT on learning. There is little purpose in attempting to compare the cognitive outcomes when using computers with using a text box or some other resource. Saloon 1994 supports this view by arguing that it is not possible to study the impact of computers' use in absence of the other factors, nor to assume that one factor impacts outcomes independently of the others. p.80. The educational aim is to embed the computer support in the learning environment. Report 1990, rather than to try to isolate its effect on learning. Using computer in learning is concerned with methods of using the technology to create environment and learning situations. There have been many decades of solid educational research, not necessarily related to using computers, on which to base decision about appropriate applications of computers to learning. Impact on curriculum. The use of ICT impact on both declarative and procedural knowledge to such an extent that clearly the current curriculum and models of teaching and learning were not designed to accommodate the increasingly rapidly expanding quality of knowledge. Real 1998. For example, the quantity of declarative knowledge is growing rapidly, largely fueled by the efficiency of ICT, while at the same time ICT provide tools to more readily access that knowledge. The technology itself has at large quantities of declarative knowledge. Role for computer Skinks and Clear 1995 focus on what they call goal-directed learning. They discuss the need to develop active learning environments in which students are encouraged to pursue intrinsically motivating goals which are related to intended learning outcomes. They suggest that computer software can be used to support this scenario. Impact on a role of teacher. The impact on teachers is varied and idiosyncratic, although some general areas of impact may be identified as the balance role they play with a perceived risk of reduced influence, providing greater access to information leading to increased interest in teaching and experimentation. Cradler and Bridgeforth, 2002. Requiring more collaboration and more communication with teachers, administrators and parents. Cradler and Bridgeforth, 2002. Requiring the development of skills and knowledge of ICT. Providing more time to engage with students, leading to greater productivity. Cradler and Bridgeforth, 2002. Impact on students. The use of ICT in school have a positive impact on students in terms of supporting their learning and providing them with relevant technological literacy. Earlier sections have discussed the potential for supporting the learning of students, and in particular addressing their individual learning needs. The Road Ahead Study, a National Foundation for the Improvement of Education, 2001, number 407p.12. In 2000, findings included increased technology capacity and skill, the surprisingly strong emergence of students as teachers, increased motivation for learning focused around the introduction and initial use of technology, improved achievement in core subjects as measured by test scores in some cases, and grades or student products in other cases. The fundamental definition of computer literacy concerns people being able to use computer technology to facilitate the completion of necessary tasks and the solution of problems presently associated with their lives. This probably implies that a person also possesses positive attitudes to future use of computers in order that she remains computer literacy. Primary school teachers integrated technology education activities with themes and activities associated with other learning areas. In secondary schools, students are typically given increasing choice in the technology they use to develop higher levels of literacy. Some students will focus very definitely on developing a high level of computer literacy by selecting learning programs associated with programming computers, developing interactive multimedia materials, or skills in maintaining and networking computers.